My name is Elham Salah. I'm from Edward Little High School, and I'm here today with Steve Wexler to talk about what happened at my mosque.
For folks that aren't familiar with the Many in One Coalition, the mission of the Many in One Coalition is to work for the end of racism and all forms of hatred, prejudice, discrimination, and oppression in our communities, and for the construction of safe, peaceful, and just communities for everyone. Now I'd like to invite Mr. Abdi Sheikh from the Lewiston Mosque and Catholic Charities to come forward.
This is a unique event in the sense that the Islamic Center did not organize it. It's the people of Maine who organized it in solidarity with the Muslim community here in Lewiston. And I want to express my how thankful I am, and the community is thankful for that. By Maine people standing with us just like they did 4 years ago. Obviously, what happened on Monday, July the 3rd, was unfortunate, deeply offensive, and disrespectful, to say the least. The right to worship freely and without fear is one that can never be taken away, as long as we are together. The tradition has been Mainers who are together as a single body, and we always send a strong message to those who may do harm to any one of us. My brothers and sisters, let's continue to work together towards making Maine a safe and better place for all of us.
Our message is simple. An attack on anyone's house of worship is an attack on all houses of worship.
150 years ago, when the Catholic community first came to Lewiston, they built a church down on Lincoln Street, and the anti-Catholics burned it to the ground. So we take an attack on any worship site personally. We feel it in our bones. And we stand with those who are told they are not welcomed, and we tell them, no, you are welcomed.
All members of the Lewiston community, whether we are Muslims or Christians, Jews or Buddhists, Baha'is, Hindus, or any other faith community, or even if we don't have a religious faith. This is not a Muslim issue, or even a religious issue. This is a Lewiston issue. This is a Maine issue. This is an American issue.
What worries me most is that this may have been just a prank, because this prank doesn't stand alone. It is perhaps the most shocking, and it is the latest, but it is only one in a long line of pranks and senseless acts of casual hatred against members of the Somali community, members of our community. There are many different forms of hatred, and some of them are more potent than others. I wonder if casual hatred isn't one of the most potent and dangerous of them all, when it becomes no big deal to target a group of people for endless acts of small harassment, when committing such a horrific act as desecrating sacred space can be done as a prank, not just seen as a prank, but actually committed as a prank. It means that a line has been crossed, a very dangerous line. And it is not a line that this community or any community can afford to step over. And so may we all be reminded today, as we stand in solidarity with all of those who have been victimized by hatred and malice, that the choices that we make every day, the choices in our own actions, the choices in how we respond to the actions of others, create our future. May we choose every day wisely, with compassion, and with respect for all members of our community.